This is Arcadius and welcome back to Naval Creed. Today we were going to start going over the British heavy cruiser line now that it's all been released, but there was a new update recently and we have a new event to go through. So we'll be going over those videos, and then after that we'll be going over the British heavy cruisers. So just a few more days and we'll start going over those. For this event, I'm going to be pretty blunt. It's completely worthless. You don't even have to do it. The final reward is absolutely terrible. Let's just go here. This is the ship that you're getting. It's a special ship. It's not even the one that they said we were supposed to be getting. So I don't know what's up with that. Also, I'm still on fire from an earlier game. I don't know why that is, but whatever. This is pretty much just a souped up Novik destroyer with a slightly different design. I think it's similar to a Dersky, if you're familiar with World of Warships. The main thing that you're going to notice is that it has a 12-inch gun on the back. Yeah, this is your main gun. You have one 12-inch gun that is slower than ever. 540 meters per second. Yeah, it's absolutely trash. And then your other guns here, these are secondaries, believe it or not. They're not terrible. They're actually one of the useful things on this ship, but they don't go out that far. And then these torpedoes, yes, you have 9 of them, but they only go up to 5K, and they get destroyed pretty easily. So nothing exactly special about her, and honestly, I regret getting this ship. Even just grinding the event to get her, it's not even worth it at all. Just grind her, or the event for like the credits, the diamonds, the fuel, whatever you want. That's actually the really good part of this event. The final ship, not so much. That being said, though, you will probably still want to do the event, so we're going to go over the first couple missions, or actually all the missions. There's 3 missions: lightweight, ultimate, and personal mission. And we're going to try and use Joan of Arc. I know we just did a video on her recently, but I feel like this ship may be one of the better ones to use in this event. You're going to want something with good long-range capability, and you also want something that has decent enough secondaries to deal with one particular ship in, well, particular. So let's go over what ships you'll be going up against. So first off, for the lightweight, you'll be going up against one of the rank point carriers, FDR. It's the one that has really strong torpedo bombers, really strong dive bombers, and it even has jet fighters. However, it is very easy to citadel and sink if you get a broadside, which you will have a chance to do. So you'll want something that'll be able to take that out relatively quickly. You'll also have one of the Flying Dutchman ships. Now, we've seen these before. These are the glowing green sailing ships. They just kind of sail around and don't do much. They might get the occasional secondary hit on you and light you on fire, but other than that, they're just a big damage sponge. The one that we'll be going against has 500,000 health, and so secondaries are really good at taking and whittling her down. The last ship we'll be going up against is one we've actually seen in the past. I can't show you it besides a picture, so let me just pull that up. It's called Louis XVI. Like I said, we have seen him in the past. This is a picture of a sinking Louis XVI, so I can show you what they have. They have 2 triple 431mm guns, just like France does, except it doesn't have 3 turrets, it only has 2. And then it has the same kind of secondary layout as the World of Warships Republique, if you're familiar with that ship. It has 2 triple 6-inch on the center line facing forward, 1 triple 6-inch on the center line facing aft. Then on each side we have 4 twin 127mm, 3 facing forward and 1 facing aft, then a smattering of twin 57mm anti-aircraft guns all along the superstructure. The ship is actually really powerful. It's not overpowered by any means. It's honestly just as strong as France would be, except it's just a little bit weaker. What I mean by that is that she only has 2 triple main guns instead of 3 triple main guns. Her secondaries, yes, they are set up in an offensive layout with that means like most of them are facing forward, so if you bow tank, you can still use pretty much 90% of your secondary defense. However, your secondary range is only about 6.5 kilometers, not even. However, these secondaries do tend to light quite a bit of fires, so try not to get close to them that often. And also they're very tanky. They can take up a lot of damage. They're very good damage sponges. So let's go back to the game here. So I'm going to try and use Joan of Arc. She doesn't have the best shell velocity, but she does send out quite a few shells, which will kind of counteract that. She's also pretty quick. Her armor's pretty decent. And her secondaries are good enough that I can take on the Dutchman pretty decently, in my opinion. So let's take Joan of Arc out, and let's see if we can clear this mission. I'm just going to hop right in. We're going to have 3 North Carolinas on our side, as well as 2 Massachusetts. And we have 1 FDR, 3 Louis XVI, and 1 Flying Dutchman. And let's just toss ourselves in here. So we're going to try and eliminate the FDR first. It is kind of hidden at the very beginning. So we're going to have 2 Louis XVI on this side, and the FDR is going to be behind this island, but it'll come this way, and you'll be able to shoot it once it gets to this opening here. The Dutchman and another Louis XVI spawns over here. The other Louis XVI on this side comes this way, so you'll have to deal with all 3 of them over here. And then the Dutchman just kind of sails around aimlessly in this area. Alright, so we're going to try and take on... We're going to get a few shells into the Louis XVI before we can see the FDR. But once we see the FDR, we'll have no problem. And I'm actually considering just HE spamming the Louis XVI and burning them down. Their 431mm guns hurt quite a bit, and they can get some really weird citadels, honestly, on you. Okay, so we're just going to focus on going this way. I don't have my Joan of Arc fully secondary spec'd. I have her for gun rotation and reload, so that's why I'm pretty quick. There's the Flying Dutchman. You probably recognize her. We've seen her a few times in the past. Not that big of a threat, honestly. Like I said, the biggest thing she'll probably do is maybe light you on fire once or twice with her secondaries. Alright, so there's the first of the Louis XVI, there's another one, and then the FDR should be showing up here pretty soon. I'm going to slow down. I used to nose in and try and get a good angle that way, but every time I do that I almost die. So I'm not going to do it this time. Let's start sending some shells downrange here. There's the FDR, we can see her on the minimap. She will be coming out pretty soon, so let's get our guns ready. We have a reload booster ready for her in case we need it. She's already turning away, that's interesting. So let's see if we can nail her with this salvo. If not, we can reload booster and try again. But I don't think that was enough range. We got 2 hits. And let's try again. I'm gonna reload booster anyways, just in case. Let's see if that sinks her. Pretty close, actually. Alright, next salvo is out already. And there we go, awesome. She's down. Guns are already reloaded. Let's send a salvo towards this Louis. Now your teammates all go this way, so if you want to stick with your team, then you're going to have to go towards the right. I, however, don't really enjoy that kind of playstyle, hiding behind the bots, so I'm just going to take them all on my own over here. I am getting some pretty decent damage as well. Alright, so we got to take them out quickly one at a time. So focus fire on which one you think is the most threatening or the lowest, and work her down as best as you can. Now I could use HE and just burn them all, but I think armor piercing is going to be pretty decent, because I think they're going to start turning here. At least that's what I would expect. Can aim for the superstructure though. Let's bring our plane back in. Alright, so we are almost done with one of these ships. Ooh, that Louis just got smacked as well. So we can probably take out 2 of them here. Our reload booster is almost back up. I don't think I'll need it on this ship though. But you can see almost immediately set on fire for the secondaries. Alright, so you're down. You should almost be down. We're going to save our reload booster for that last Louis XVI and get a good chunk of damage into her. And we're just going to finish up this one with a normal reload here. Might as well pop a heal. Yep, see, you can get really weird citadels from these ships. Okay, so there's one down. I'm on fire again. Secondaries from the Dutchman are over there too. Alright, not the best angle, but we might be able to citadel her from here. Yep, we got one citadel. Reload booster, can we do it again? Nope, but a good chunk of damage. But you can see how much secondaries are coming out of this thing. It's just as strong as, well, me actually. It has the same amount of secondary armament I do. Let's repair that fire. I've burned enough so far. And let's just see if we can finish her off here. Might be able to get another citadel or 2. Hey, speak of the devil, 2 citadels. Alright, time to go secondary, bro. I'm going to switch to high explosive. It doesn't really matter what shell type you use on the Ghost. It's either going to do pen, over pen. It might set a couple fires, but it's not really that important. Gonna pop another heal. We got a good salvo out. Let's see what we can do. 15k. Another 6k and a fire. It's nice. We're just gonna rush in with our speed because we're pretty quick since we're a French battleship here. Got another fire. And you just slowly whittle her down. That's really all you can do. Hello? There we go. But yeah, you take out the FDR, so it eliminates the air factor. And then you work on the Louis XVI. Those actually went down the easiest I've had all day. So French battleships are going to be your best friend in this event, honestly. Because France is even just a little bit better, but Joan of Arc with her, and Alsace even, with her 8 or 12 guns, is going to be very, very powerful as well. Might as well use the last reload booster, so let's swing our back turret around so we can use it here. There we go, got some good damage, 18,000 damage. Use another heal. What's our second volley do? 22,000 damage. So you can easily whittle her down pretty easily. It just takes some time. As you can see, she still has 500,000 health. But yeah, this is all you can do. You can see the secondaries coming out of her, but they are wildly inaccurate and not really that much of a threat at all. It may hit you, may do a little damage. I'm not too worried about them though. Got another fire, another 21,000 damage. We're not actually even in secondary range. So you might as well just use your main guns to spam her down as well. Another fire. You just walk along the entire ship and you start burning her from stem to stern. Oh, she's turning away now. Gonna have to go nose in so we don't hit the island here. Which will decrease our fire power, but not by that much. And then we should be able to finish her off here in the next few salvos or so. Well, almost. I'm thinking that shot is going to kill her. There we go. Yep, North Carolina got her. All right. So, pretty quick if you have the right ship, honestly. I actually used Michigan and Louisiana before this. I was able to beat the level, but it wasn't exactly satisfactory, so I redid it multiple times. But we did 624,000 damage, 4 ships sunk, 256 shell hits, 18 aircraft shot down, 6 citadels, 5 fires, 2 modules destroyed, 49 secondary hits. 183,000 damage was in high explosive. That was mainly on the Dutchman itself. Armor piercing did 291,000 damage on, well, the FDR and the Louis XVI. And fires did 142,000 damage. So again, that's most likely on the Ghost. And secondary battery only did about 7,000. Not too worried about it, but considering I was shooting battleships with the secondaries, that's still a decent amount of damage for secondaries against battleships. So with that, we'll wrap up today's video. If you like the video, make sure you like and subscribe for further content, and join me tomorrow. We'll be going over the ultimate mission for this current event, in which we'll go up against an infamous event ship, the one that I really don't like, which is UFO. It's still just as strong as always. So join me again tomorrow. We'll go over that, and I will see you again.